Okay, if you start in exponential form, you turn it to a log. If you start in logarithmic form, you turn it to an exponent. There are exceptions to that. We'll deal with them as they come. Here goes. 6 to what power gives me 216? I don't even want to turn it into a logarithm, but out of habit, good habit, I believe I will. And there we go. That's what we have. 6 to some power gives me 216. It's a good one to know. 6 times 6 is 36 times 6 is 216. This one's 3. That's that easy. Okay, now things get fun. If you weren't having fun before, don't worry. It's about to get really fun. 6 to some power gives me 200. This is exponential. Turn it to a log. So I'm going to turn this into a logarithm, and when I do, I need to say, okay, 6 to what power is going to give me 200? If you say 3, well, that's too much. If you say 2, that's not enough. Clearly not enough. So the answer is somewhere in between 2 and 3. Somewhere in between 2 and 3, we're going to get this. So you can guess all day and get closer and closer. That's not it. Further away. Oops, that's the wrong base. That's what I wanted. There we go. We're getting closer. All right, so what is it exactly? Like, let's quit guessing. That's it right there. Log base 6 of 200. So sometimes you can do it in your head. Sometimes you can guess, but let's not. I like 3 decimal places. The assignments that you do online will tell you where to round. For the notes, I'm going to round to 3 decimal places there. 2.957 be the nearest thousandth. Okay, we're going to do the next one in our head, and then we will do it on the calculator. So 100 to some power gives me 10. And let's think about it logically. What can I do to a 100 to get a 10? I could divide it by 10, but that's not an option. This is really a matter of exponents, exponentiation. So 100 to some power gives me 10. I could square root it, and a square root is the same thing as an exponent of 1/2. So if you need to see it written differently, we'd say log base 100. I know there's a 10. The understood 10 is not going to be here because this is a base of 100. And then there's your 10, and that's it. And if you type this in the calculator, you'll get a 1/2. Okay, 10 to some power gives me 500. I don't know what it is. Most people can't do this in their head. And that was slightly unnecessary. What I wrote is not wrong. I'm going to write it the way good mathematicians write it, though, which means I don't write the 10. So I need log of 500. You could put the base of 10 in there if you wanted to. You could be like 10 and then 500. And your calculator is going to roll its eyes at you and be like, oh, you didn't have to type that 10. So you could just do that. There is a log button. Log, just standard base 10. It's already there. There you go. 2.699. 3 decimal places. 2.699. That's to the nearest thousandth. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, no, this one's a log. What am I going to do? Don't worry about it. Just don't even do it. No, I'm kidding. What we are going to do is rearrange. If you start, most of the time, in one format, exponential, turn it to the other, logarithm. This one started as a logarithm. Turn it to an exponent. This process of rearranging and knowing where the numbers go, which we started the lesson with, is going to come in so handy. So 9 to the third power is x. That's it. If you can rearrange the numbers, you're good. So 9 to the third power, you type it in, you find out what 9 to the third is. I'll tell you, it's 729. That's it right there. I'm going to verify for just a second. I'm making sure. It's like, that sounds familiar. All right, 9 to the 1/2 equals x, because it's a log. You turn it to an exponent. 9 to the 1/2. Well, that's the same thing. I'm going to stretch this one out an extra step. That's the same thing as the square root of 9. That would be 3. Okay. Oh, no, I don't have a number here. What is that? 10. 10 to the 7 equals x. Okay, please don't type this in the calculator, because if you do, you'll probably get 10 to the 7th as your answer, like for real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 10 million. If I do type 10 to the 7th, oh, it does give me 10 million. If you do this for large values, you'll get 1 times 10 to the 18. That's what that capital E stands for, just saying. All right, 5 to the negative 3. Let's not use a calculator on this one. 5 to the negative 3 equals x. It starts as a log, turn it to an exponent. So we will now have 5 to the negative 3. Oh my goodness, negative exponents. Oh, they move things. This is one big numerator. It goes to the denominator. There was an understood 1 there. And 5 to the third is 5 times 5, 25, times 5 again. That's 125. So my final answer is 1 over 125.